For a long time, we have been receiving requests from our customers to give more flexibility and possibilities to configure the documents that are sent from TowSoft, mainly when it comes to invoices. Well, our engineering team spent several months working on the new documents module discussed in this video, and we are sure you're gonna like the result. To activate the new module, go to Companies and Options under Settings in the left menu, then click on the General Options button located on the right of the screen. In the window that opens, locate the Document Customization module field at the bottom, then choose Preparation Mode if you want to prepare the new document templates, while continuing to use the old templates before you go for the complete activation. Or select Complete Activation if you want to immediately start using the module with the default document templates created by TowSoft, and create your personalized templates eventually. To do this, go under Settings, then click Document Templates. Among the active templates, you will find the TowSoft default templates for all the different document types, so that you have a basic template from which you can start creating your own personalized ones. To do so, check the types of document in the Type column, and based on the type of document that you want to create a template for, click on the three dots at the end of the row on the right, then click on Create From. From there, you should start by renaming the new template to something that suits you, such as, for example, General Invoice, Company ABC. Then, choose the standard letter format for the document or customize the dimensions for another paper size if you want, and also adjust the margins if needed. Be careful though, because customizing the format could cause content display errors. For an actual example of the display, generate a PDF from the warning label that should appear on the right side of the screen after customizing the format. You will then need to choose the email subject and email body templates through which the document will be sent as an attachment. Note that these templates can be created, edited, or deleted at any time under Settings, then Letters and Documents in your TowSoft. To get an overview of these, you can click on the eye icon on the right. Note that the elements displayed between braces are dynamic values that will be fetched from the call. In the Header tab, you can manage how document details, logos, company details, and their content will be displayed. To show or hide complete sections, locate the boxes that begin with the word Show, such as Show Document Details or Show Company Details. If you decide to display the section, you can not only manage the display of each of the information fields contained in it by checking the respective box, but you can also manage the way they are displayed. First, if there is a text box to the right of the field in question, you have the option to fill in a custom label to present the value displayed on the document. For example, if you don't like the standard wording, due date, you might choose to change it to something like Pay By. Then, you can click on the three dots to the right of the field to manage the style of the label, or of the dynamic value displayed for this field. By dynamic value, we mean a value taken from the call in question. So go ahead and play around with color, font size, weight, and margins to come up with something that works for you. The layout of the call details and vehicle details sections can also be adjusted by clicking on the three dots to the right. Choose the number and width of columns to display in these sections. Note that the order of the fields in some sections can also be changed by clicking on their name and doing a drag and drop at the desired position. Let's also take a brief moment to go over the company logo section. As you will see, you will probably want to display the company logo as configured in your company options for the main company, but it is also possible to add a secondary logo that will appear to the right of the main logo. Generally speaking, we recommend that you use JPEG or PNG image files, and if the dimensions of the chosen file exceed 150 pixels in height, or 300 pixels in width, note that the image will be adjusted in order to correspond to these specifications. In addition, you will also find that there is another specific option for the address, taxes, and footer fields. For these fields, you will see the tab named Config, in which you can manage how the different values are displayed on the document. In the area below, the blocks in blue are values and those in yellow are separators. To add a new value or a separator, you must choose them from the drop-down menus just above. To remove them from the text box, just click on the X to the left of the block. To move them, you click on the block and drag it to the desired location. Pretty simple, right? If you sometimes link calls in TowSoft, note that those linked calls, and more specifically, their charges, can be displayed on your custom invoices as well. To do so, just go in the Linked Calls table section on the left and select where the table containing those additional charges should be placed, what charges, and what details should be displayed. Lastly, you can also add generic attachments to your document templates, such as contractual conditions, so that they are attached every time you send them out. When you are done, click on Save at the bottom. Other than the quotes, which will continue to have to be done by going to Quotation, under Other Service Calls, all types of documents, whether it be invoices, delivery notes, overviews or purchase orders, can be sent from the Send/Print button, located to the right of the call screen. In the window that will open, you will have to fill in the email address or addresses to which the document must be sent. Validate if you want to send the document from your own email as a user, or from the general email of the company. Choose the type of document that you want to send. And lastly, the template to be used. The selected template will change the subject of the email, the content of the email, and the way the information is displayed in the preview on the right. If you want to make some minor changes for this specific document that will be sent, and not the template, you can do so by clicking on the section in question and doing it manually. However, these manual adjustments are obviously not possible in the Charges section. Once you are satisfied with the result, you can either generate a PDF in order to produce a digital or hard copy of the document by printing it, or send it to the recipient by clicking on Send. Regardless of the action you choose to take, a history of printed or sent documents will remain displayed on the right side of the screen. A pretty useful feature for traceability purposes. Finally, note that some of these documents can also be sent via mobile, as was the case before. This is configurable, but depending on the status of the call, your drivers will be able to select certain types of documents to send, then the most appropriate document template depending on the context and your configurations will be pre-selected for them. Your drivers will only have to send it. This pretty much covers the new document module. Do not hesitate to activate it now. Even if you don't create your own custom templates, our standard templates are still a great place to start.